There are some amazing deals available right now on various PlayStation 4 titles, and we want to go over them in this video, so let's get right into 8 awesome PS4 game deals available right now. First up, Titanfall 2 Deluxe Edition for $15. Titanfall 2 was one of the better first-person shooters released in recent memory. It came among the wave of excellent first-person shooters released in 2016. You had games such as Doom, Overwatch, Battlefield 1, and of course Titanfall 2, but unfortunately Titanfall 2 was the one game that fell really under the radar, and what's unfortunate about that is that you could make a very solid argument that Titanfall 2 out of all of those first-person shooters was the best one out of them all. This time around added was a single-player campaign that was pretty decent, and the multiplayer had a ton more depth to it. Now that it's down to just $15 and $12 if you're a Gamers Club Unlocked member at Best Buy, it is a steal. South Park: The Fractured But Whole for $45. So $45 for a game isn't all too much of a sale, but considering South Park: The Fractured But Whole released just a month ago, this is as good of a deal as you're gonna find. And if you played South Park: The Stick of Truth and enjoyed it, you need to check out South Park: The Fractured But Whole. It's a lot more of the same, but you get that witty humor, great art style, and that traditional mechanical RPG that is actually really good. It's $45 at NewEgg after a promo code, which we'll leave in the description box, and that is a pretty good deal for a game that just came out.
Dude, the fuck? Oh! Are you shitting me? Fast paced.
Damn it! I can't put a child in a dark room for 2 minutes without you.
Prey for $27. Prey was one of the more underlooked games of 2017. It was done by Arcane Studios, and they did a great job rebooting Prey. It's a sci-fi first-person shooter with an amazing atmosphere, and it's played in a Metroidvania-style sense that initially, the game is very linear in level design, but as you gain more weapons and abilities, the world opens up more and more to you, and it becomes a pseudo-open world experience. You can actually spend a fair bit of time with Prey. It is a single player only experience, but if you want to do everything, it'll clock in at around 20 to 30 hours, and once again, this is a very atmospheric game, and visually, it looks and plays great. $27 on Amazon is a great buy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can fight the invasion. If I can't save us, I'm taking every last one of them with me.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for $40. Once again, not the steepest discount in the world, but Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was a game that just released back in September, and to get a third off the price is pretty good. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite does have a few issues to it. The single-player mode is pretty mediocre, and while fighting game single-player modes haven't always been the go-to experience, recently with games such as Injustice 2, it has become a more integral component. However, gameplay-wise and stylistically, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is still fantastic, and at $40, if you were a fan of the franchise, it's gonna be a game that you really enjoy. It's available for that price at NewEgg after a promo code.
Frank West, ladies and gentlemen!
One year of PlayStation Plus for $40. So this isn't necessarily a game deal, but PlayStation Plus is almost a necessity to your PS4 experience. You need it to play online, and with it, you also get exclusive discounts, as well as every month you get a set of games to play as a subscriber. Those games range from mediocre to really good. One month we got Metal Gear Solid 5. Notoriously, in comparison to games with gold, Sony does tend to underperform, but still for the price, the games you get are gonna outweigh the cost of $40, no problem. problem. Like I said, just a month ago, we got Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's a great game that usually goes for $20 alone, and you just got that as a part of your subscription. Typically, PlayStation Plus does go for $60, and it doesn't go on sale all too often, so for $40 on Amazon, that is a great pickup. Final Fantasy 15 pre-owned for $15. So much can be said about Final Fantasy 15, but what you need to know about the game is it's a really good open-world RPG with a lackluster story. The story is one of the integral elements of Final Fantasy, so that is kind of a bummer, but the open-world exploration and gameplay experience is top-notch, and now that it's just $15, even for a pre-owned copy, that is absolutely fantastic, and this is a game you can sink a lot of time into. You can pick it up for that price over at GameStop.
Which he forges from thin air, a power possessed by those of his royal line.
Now is not the time to question your calling.
Noctis's friend Prompto is the life and soul of the team. Fast friends with Noctis since they met as teenagers, Prompto is a young man of common birth who finds himself out of his depth when tragedy befalls Lucis.
We go back to Insomnia.
Might not be safe for us there.
Might not be safe for us here.
Although he's the weakest and youngest member of the team, his masterful gunplay makes Prompto a valuable ally during skirmishes. Prompto's favorite
For Honor for $15. Ubisoft has been on a kick recently on releasing new IPs. 2014 we saw Watch Dogs, we saw Tom Clancy's The Division, as well as Ghost Recon Wildlands, and earlier this year we also saw For Honor, which was a medieval hack-and-slash multiplayer game. It's got really in-depth gameplay, and it's a very unique experience compared to all of the other multiplayer games that are released, and for $15 it's a quality experience. At the full retail $60, I could see why you would have your issues with it, but for this price, it's so cheap and worth a look. You can get it on Amazon.
They are there, dancers of death, with dual blades for dancing partners. Selected from the desperate, the humbled, or the devoted. Sworn to secrecy by unbreakable oaths. What they know can destroy legends, or
And finally, Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection for $27. Assassin's Creed at this point in time is one of the most iconic video game franchises. That just can't be questioned. The recent game Assassin's Creed Origins has been very well received, but if you are a fan of the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy, which most gamers seem to look at as their favorite set of Assassin's Creed titles, then you should check out Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection, which compiles Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, as well as Assassin's Creed Revelations all in one collection. These games are still very good, and if you've never understood the hype around Assassin's Creed, and if you've never given the games a shot, the Ezio Collection is a great entry point for the franchise, and at just $27, that's essentially $9 per game. It is a fantastic deal. You can get it over on Amazon.
And take back Roma.
If I want, I take. Kill the assassin!
I intend to write a book about you one day.
If you do, Machiavelli, make it short.
Welcome to Constantine, Ezio. Fight with me. And show him what it means to cross the assassin.
So that wraps up 8 fantastic PlayStation 4 game deals available right now. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below if you pick any of these up. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.